Hi everyone, this is Aleksander. I'm the chairman and co-founder of Sky Mavis, creators of Axie, Infinity, and Ronin. Right now we're here at Token2049. Just came off my panel with Yatsu, with Wagner, and the co-founder of Miston Labs. Talked about everything about gaming, about the future of gaming, Web3, what it enables. I believe it will enable jobs for hundreds of millions of people. But yeah, we'll see how long that will take. Yeah, so I think for me, it was definitely when we were talking about potential jobs, I guess, in the future games. Because I think that it's oftentimes overlooked. Like, it was a really big hype about the metaverse a couple of years ago. And then it really died down because people started to believe or didn't believe that it was possible. Now I'm like, well, we saw what was possible with Axie. I think now we can see like what's possible with some of the other games like Lumitera, Forgotten Universe, that are MMOs in the Ronin ecosystem. I think once these games evolve over time, of course pixels too, like the complexities in these games will become bigger and bigger and bigger. And that will then again enable more things for people to do inside the games, which then again also actually means more jobs. So at the end of the day, we'll create hopefully more GDP for the world through blockchain games. Our job at Sky Mavis and Ronin Network, we really try to look for the best type of game developers that will be a good fit for blockchain games. I think they are inherently social MMO. So we look for the founders that think a little bit like that, that are very focused on community, and that don't have like too high or too long development cycles. So I'm very excited about those type of studios. And for Ronin, of course, like if it means opening fully up in the next, like, let's say 18 months, I think that's possibly in the what we are working towards right now. You know, this thing actually has to start working. I think Ronin is probably the furthest along this, like with Pixels, with Axie. So what I would say is like every blockchain game has probably 4 or 5 stages. Stage 1 is, you know, the pre-sale stage. You try to make your game, you kind of design it. Stage 2 would be you're selling some kind of NFT usually. Stage 3 is you're going to market with the token in some kind of capacity. Stage 4 is live operations. Like that's where Axie is, that's probably where Pixels is, but there aren't really that many games that are in live ops mode where you can get the most data, the most understanding. So we really need more games to go into live ops mode so we can get more data so we know what works and what doesn't work. Like the easy part is actually the first 3 stages. You can raise a lot of money just on vision. The stage 4 is really when things start to get real. So that's what we're focusing on right now. Oh, really? I mean, it depends on what kind of gamer they are. I think at the end of the day, we'll aim to have some kind of game for even traditional Western gamers that are FPS gamers. For now, it's probably easier if they just want to pick up something really fast. Pixels is probably the easiest. But even Forgotten Universe, Lumitera, I think now we'll also with Tatsumiku, all of these games are going to be quite exciting for even new players just to play. And now even with Ronin NPC, they can just create their wallet very easily through social login. And from there, they're onboarded directly into Ronin without even needing their seed phrase. It's keyless, it's even non-custodial. So they can start playing immediately. They don't need to do anything except log in, boom, off you go. You're onboarded into the blockchain. From a crypto side, I actually played Forgotten Universe just the other day. I'm level 6 now. I even picked up a couple of wizards. I haven't had the chance to play for Lumitera yet, but that's on my list too. On the non-blockchain side, I'm a big Age of Empires 4 player, or I used to do it a lot. It was actually top 200 in Europe at one point, so I needed to stop playing. And I played a little bit of Diablo, and then also Squad Busters on my mobile phone. So I think Ronin Forge, like seeing the 6 Ronin Forge games that we're announcing on the 19th is going to be really exciting. It's going to be something for everyone there. But then eventually also the games that we are working with more directly, moving forward to the next, let's say, 3 to 4 months. But in the new year, maybe even fully opening up Ronin, ZK, EVM, definitely very exciting, kind of feature parity with some of these other chains that are that don't really have users, but they have maybe the tech. So we're really focusing on, okay, can we get the tech to feature parity? And from there, actually, you know, I think Ronin is going to show people what's possible within the blockchain gaming space. So I think you already wrote a little bit about this. Like Axie, we're in R&D mode for a new Axie MMO. I'm very excited about that. Won't be able to share too much about it. But I think that once we share more, people are going to love it. I mean, it's mostly just meeting friends in the space. You know, I've been here now, this is my 3rd or 4th year, I think. I think Alex and the team at Token2049, they really built this thing into something amazing. It's like, I saw one tweet comparing this to Davos. I'm like, I've never been to Davos, but I usually go here instead, because this is where all the crypto people are. So yeah, this is where I'm at to try to meet my friends and maybe network with a couple of investors. I think I'm speaking at 4 different panels, so it's just like non-stop here, and then I'm going back on Thursday evening, so tomorrow. So I even have a meeting at the lounge in the airport, so it's like really non-stop here. But that's the way it should be. Hi everyone, this is Aleksander, chairman and co-founder at Sky Mavis, creators of Axie, Infinity, and Ronin. I'm hoping that you will check out Ronin Network on the Funjible Games platform.